We are facing a lot of election issues at the midterm where a lot of primaries are being voted on, but there's one topic that just really isn't being touched by anyone, anywhere, and that is the fact that 24 million Americans don't have easy access or access at all to broadband, broadband internet. And I get it, because this is a primary where you can vote for a self-proclaimed anti-Semitic Nazi for senator against Dianne Feinstein, and he's on the main ballot. He's not a write-in.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really messed up stuff happening.
Yeah, unpopular opinion. If you want broadband, live in a better place. That's the first thing.
No.
I'm from the South, I can say this. No, and second, no, but really though, honestly, I feel like the people that are most affected by this issue in particular, to be charitable, are low information voters, and so may not actually want access to any faster internet, may not even realize it exists, may not even realize it's a thing.
Well, I think it is an important thing, and it's not just for low information voters or maybe people who don't ever want to get on board with the internet, because this is an issue that has affected millions of people, as I said. In particular, if we're looking at Mississippi, it has one of the worst rates of access to broadband in the country. In urban areas, more than a quarter of Mississippians don't have high-speed internet, and that is according to the FCC, which in the past has obfuscated this kind of data in order to make themselves seem better, in order to essentially screw us more. And that is the crux of it, which is we have this FCC that is in the pocket of big telecom.
Yes, definitely.
And there is no incentive to create better access to broadband for rural Americans or people, you know, like in Mississippi, urban areas that don't have it.
Well, I think they get the same incentive that they got to take it anywhere else, which is revenue. You know,
No.
if you provide a higher dollar.
Infrastructure is expensive.
True.
Building it is expensive. Maintaining it is expensive.
True.
There is no incentive there for them to do anything different than they've been doing, because they can maintain the same level of service but charge more.
Right, and I guess if you have a consumer base that can't necessarily afford to pay more, that's why that hasn't rolled down to them. I don't know. Again, unpopular opinion. I don't look at those things as innate rights or innate privileges. I really don't.
I strongly disagree with you, because you think of the internet as being, oh, you're just going to screw around on Reddit or you're going to play video games all day. But that's not what that is. The internet is your access to free information, for freely traded information, for the ability to work remotely, for job opportunities, for paying utilities, like just normal things, for being able to do any kind of research or education.
Well, again, I differentiate between having access to broadband internet and having access to internet, period. Also, the mobile infrastructure, that people still might have access to those things. I'm old enough to remember that libraries are a thing. But
that doesn't give you the most new information. Like, even in the aspect of this election, you would need information on these candidates, on these ballot measures.
Well, I guess really that's what it comes back to. I feel like those information channels were weaponized to basically kind of wage war against the nation. So the first place my mind goes to is it just would have been that much worse. So it's not that I mean like those people shouldn't have access to those things. Because again, I'm from Arkansas. So when I say those people are me. I don't know that just that is necessarily would solve our problems, and I don't personally know that I think it's like the main issue of the midterms, but I do think really it just comes down to me, it's a question of the free market. If people are willing to pay for it and make it known that they're gonna open their wallets for it, then it'll be there instantly, the same way it's here and everywhere else.
I respect your opinion.
But it's wrong.
I have a hard disagree against your opinion. I really think broadband internet is at this point extremely necessary for learning, for everyday life, for working for a lot of people. My first jobs were on broadband internet.
I will say one thing I do think is super important is a lot of the moves that are being made to bring internet to places like Africa and the drones and everything to like have internet access, period. Because they have like nothing, like not even dial-up. There I'm 100% with you, 100%.
Okay, well, audience, let's throw it to you. We've made ourselves clear, I think, a few times, but do you think that broadband internet needs to be a bigger issue in terms of election, in terms of getting action done? Please let us know your thoughts on Facebook and Twitter.